What's up to all you marks out there, and welcome back to the Exposed Turnbuckle. My name is Patrick, this is Jay, and we will be covering your official Monday Night Raw review. And what did you think about this?
God, it was. I wanted this to be over from 9:15.
Justifiable word right there.
Whew, this was bad.
It was a stinker.
Do I want this show to be over? In the words of Bray Wyatt, please.
Please.
Jesus, it was just ugly from start to finish. I honestly don't remember a part that I enjoyed.
It's always a struggle.
I mean, the main event wasn't terrible, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm reaching at straws at this point, but yeah.
We're trying to give you something good. We're trying to pull that one clean straw out of the ship pile.
There was a decent part in the show, which we'll get to it, I'll mention.
But overall, when you have it was just a couple of things working against Raw. First, it was we're already on a 4-day binge of wrestling, so we had TakeOver Saturday, pay-per-view, Raw, and then complete the marathon tomorrow. So people in general are just kind of burnt out, and this one was just kind of like a blowover show. Didn't do much for anything.
A lot of people looking forward to SmackDown after Backlash, and that's rightfully so, which puts Raw in a tough spot every time there's a SmackDown pay-per-view, because everyone wants to follow what SmackDown does.
Yeah,
and
what the
now
fuck's
you have
happening with Jinder?
Yeah, now you have a day where you are waiting for it, but then you got to watch Raw for the current stories, and it's just a tough spot for Raw to be in, but they could have done something better.
Yeah, there was a lot. It was a lot of sloppy wrestling. It was, not really botched promos, but nothing too great. The matches had a lot of interference in it. There were a lot of controversial finishes, but yeah, nothing really to write home about. If you were like, should you watch Raw? And I'd be like, you should just go to bed. Probably have way better viewing content.
If you missed it, just Google Raw results. You didn't miss much.
Yeah, true. I mean, just watch us. We got your back.
Yeah, that works too.
All right, so Monday Night Raw opened up with a promo from last week, and then Bray's little video jump where he goes, and then he interrupts it. So Bray comes out and starts talking about. Starts talking.
It kills me every time.
Yeah, it was just strange. He was talking about how no one can be saved except only Bray can save them.
He repeated a lot of lines in this promo, like over and over, and he turned into Ludacris telling everyone to stand up.
Stand up, please!
Please stand up.
Stand up.
He just, the way, if you saw it, the way he said please is exactly how we're saying it. He was talking in his creepy voice, and all of a sudden he's like, please!
Please!
And he channeled his brother, Bo Dallas. Exactly. It was weird. So I just want to keep saying it.
So Roman comes out. Bray was talking shit about how this is Roman's yard now, and it is not. And what difference does it make that this is Roman's yard when this is Bray's world? Roman comes out and says he's the only one who's tough enough to take out the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Then we have Kurt Angle comes out and schedules a impromptu one-on-one match between Bray and Roman. So right off the bat,
Standard.
Not bad.
Standard roster.
Bray versus Roman. That's a solid opening.
At least Kurt Angle got their names right.
Cut to commercial. Come back. We had a little bit of action, and then Samoa Joe just randomly comes out, just starts attacking Roman Reigns, and then Rollins comes in for the save. And it's introduced later in the show that there will now be a tag team match between Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Now here's my issue, is that I normally don't like promos setting up matches to start Raw every single time. That's the formula they do, so I've accepted it. This time they did a promo to set up a match to set up a match. Like that's such a waste of time. I get they have 3 hours, they have to waste time, but like Jesus Christ.
It was an extended segment.
Like going into the week, I pretty much knew there was going to be a tag match because the Fatal 5-Way, 4 people are going to be involved and one's going to be left out. Sure enough, this week it was Finn Balor or Baylor. Depending on who you ask.
According to Mr. Angle, yeah. Mr. Baylor.
Finn Balor.
only your one of your biggest stars on the show, you don't even know how to pronounce his name. That's cool.
Rough. Which he did at the end of the show. We'll get to it.
And like you didn't even have to have that segment.
No, yeah. We'll get to it. That just tops off. It pretty much summarizes all Raw right there. But yeah, so I knew there was going to be a tag match. It just wasted a lot of time, in my opinion. I don't even remember what happened in the actual one-on-one match.
Yeah, it was just a little back.
It was a Superman punch in the
Superman punch.
Yeah, that was that's all that happened.
Yeah, nothing to
just
write
another
over
setup.
And then we come back and so Cass is coming into the arena and he's walking with the ref. He's like, "What the hell happened? What the hell happened?" We look to the side, and Enzo is just like face down, like a dead fish, dude. Yeah. He's just out, and
like his eyes are like rolling in the back of his head.
So now nobody knows who did it.
I suggested at the time, like, what if this was a Cass heel turn, like similar to Shawn Michaels and Triple H when Triple H threw Shawn Michaels in the car, a window, and everyone was like, "Who did it?" And then Triple H was like, "I did. You're damn right, I did."
I really just wanted to end, you know. I
joked about it. The reason why I don't think it was Cass is just because normally when first off, DIY just broke up, so doing that right afterward would just be overkill. And 2, when tag teams do break up, it usually leads to a feud between the two naturally. Enzo versus Cass would be the dumbest feud I've ever seen. Like Cass would clearly destroy and.
Yeah, Jay doesn't even want to see Jinder and Rusev. So I mean, like,
because that's dumb.
Like, yeah, but I
don't get me started on. We've done this 3 straight days on the video. Don't get me started on Jinder and Rusev. Wait till tomorrow.
I love my Maharaja.
Wait till SmackDown tomorrow. This is a Raw show. Damn it.
All right, so then we had a pee break. I mean, a match between Maria Daivari and the man.
I hope Brie hears that.
my girl loves that. No, just kidding.
I hope that's how she wakes up.
It's terrible. But, so Daivari and Tozawa, they have a match for like literally a minute.
Brian Kendrick.
Thank you. Brian Kendrick is in the back, and apparently he's mentoring Tozawa. And then,
he was.
And then so Tozawa makes quick work of Daivari.
Street fight tomorrow night on 205 Live, which you will not watch.
No. I mean, like, I'm down. Like, I try to commit to as much wrestling as I can, but I'm not. I would much rather hang out with you guys, cut the review.
And go to bed.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's been a long 4 days. I'm not staying up for 205 Live.
Totally not into 205 Live. Tozawa hits a big, I'm not sure what he called it, big senton drop.
It was a cool move, actually. I liked it.
Not bad. Kills him, and that's it. We've already talked way too much about this match.
That's funny.
So cut to the back. Who was Kurt Angle interviewing?
He went to. This is when he announced the tag match. It was. He went to Rollins and.
Oh yeah, because Reigns and Rollins were chit chatting in the back. And
I didn't need your help. I wasn't going there for you. I was going for Joe. Blah 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 blah.
And then Angle's like, you know what? It's gonna be the good guys against the bad guys. We're gonna have you guys. You guys are gonna take on Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt. And then the Drifter comes in, and finally we get to see the Drifter in action. So Angle looks at him and he's like, "Well, you know, you've been hanging around me for a little bit now."
My attention.
Yep. And so now I'm going to give you a match, and you are going to face Dean Ambrose. And it's just kind of like it makes me laugh because I officially, like, I was a big Ambrose fan. Now I'm just complete on the opposite end of the spectrum. This is how they treat him. He's the Intercontinental Champion, and he just gets an impromptu random match with the Drifter. No general storyline. The Miz plays a part in his match later, but otherwise, just randomness. The Raw was just a lot of randomness. And so Samson and Ambrose end up fighting for like 3 or 4 minutes. Back and forth action. Nobody really getting the upper hand. Then Miz is on commentary. Miz just randomly comes into the ring, starts attacking Samson. So Samson gets the win because Ambrose gets DQ'd. So Miz is just kind of like, oh, gotcha.
Yep. Gotcha. You lost to this new guy.
Yep. So, I mean, it was a good way to introduce him. I mean, finally, he actually did something. And no Nia Jax again. I don't know if this is the second or the third week, but no Nia Jax again.
That's right. I completely forgot.
She really is not like most girls. She clearly doesn't need to show up.
I honestly forgot that. Like, wow. I honestly just...
Nia, I'm coming for you on the Twitter. I'm gonna find out where you are.
Third week in a row of Alicia Fox.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're jumping way past. Yeah. That not much to say about that. Just furthering the Miz and Ambrose story, going into Extreme Rules where the Miz will win. That's it.
I hope so. I mean, like, yeah, just say it's same with Orton. I mean, Ambrose has just been a friggin' flatline champion.
Hasn't done much.
It doesn't even seem like when he comes in to do his like entrance anymore. It's like manufactured like energy. It's not like that typical like crazy thing that he does. Yeah. Like even when he does like that stupid like spit thing that he does, like. that's what I just see. Like I'm like I gotta look for the and he didn't even do so. He goes on to he's coming into the ring and he doesn't even lean like onto the ring. Doesn't do like his signature like wave to the crowd or anything. It's just kind of like he's just over it. He's like going through the motion.
He's basically. His IC title reign is similar to his appearance on the Stone Cold podcast.
It's the same thing.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, after a while, after Ambrose gets a title, he just becomes complacent and he just becomes boring. Stone Cold was right. You know, don't give him shit. I mean, clearly it got static because as soon as that interview got cut, the podcast was taken off for a while. I think I heard something that they were coming back though, right?
Podcast, yeah.
The Stone Cold podcast. But, yeah, Ambrose, I mean, I really don't know what you can do to save him. Personally, for me, it would take a lot. It would take a really good match or a really good story for me to get back invested. But he's just so far out to sea that I just don't give a shit no more.
Miz deserves it, and he does better with it.
Yeah,
let's move on to one of the good parts of Raw. The Finn Balor promo.
Here you go. You can take this one.
Basically, Finn Balor came out for his match against Carl Anderson for whatever fucking reason.
Well, you know, you had the club thing.
Yeah, but he's in the main event of Extreme Rules, and they're like, so you're not involved. Here's one member of a tag team.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I'm tired of the tag teams like splitting up and doing singles matches all the time. Like it like where's the tag team division?
Should have just had him go.
There wasn't even a tag team match this show.
They should have had him face like the Miz or something. Like
it's just
someone of.
It's like you're just gonna face one of your old boys just randomly.
Oh, by the way, this tag team's not doing anything, so just face one of them. Like that's dumb.
We'll give you the smaller one. Anyway, so you can do more shit with him.
Really, he was out here for the promo. Your typical lead-in. I'm gonna win. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna crush Brock Lesnar.
And then, all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this was a surprise. That's what I'm saying, like, random.
My name is Paul Heyman. Yes, so Paul Heyman returns to Monday Night Raw and basically runs down the list of...
all of the victims.
Yes, all the wrestlers in the main event saying they're going to become the next victim. Then he's like, that brings me to you, Finn Balor. Then they got really polite. He's like, may I come in? And Finn Balor's like, yeah, of course. And he's like, thank you. It's kind of weird, but it's entertaining to me.
Mr. Baylor's got manners.
Yes. Mr. Baylor. Then, anyway, Heyman basically went on saying he believes Finn Balor's the best in the match. Believes that Finn Balor is much more talented than everyone, basically. And said he's going to win, and it intrigues him for Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. And then Finn Balor basically said, tell your client that I will beat him for the Universal title that I never lost. It was a good back and forth. Always good to see Paul Heyman. He's killer with the mic every single time. Finn Balor did pretty good in his stint. I would have liked to see him. I said it live when we were watching it. I would like to see them end it instead of I'm just going to beat Brock Lesnar. Maybe say Demon is coming or something like that. Kind of add a little bit instead of just saying the same stuff like, "Yep, I'm going to beat you, haha." Like that they always do. Just something like tell Brock Lesnar the Demon is coming. That would have been cool. A cool ending, I thought. But overall, it was a pretty good promo. I love Paul Heyman, and Finn Balor is probably one of my favorites on Raw, so I enjoyed it. And he better win.
Yep, and then after this promo, he has his match with Anderson. Just a quick one. Little bit of offense from Anderson, little bit of dirtiness from Gallows on the outside. Balor overcomes everything.
Coup de grace.
Yep, coup de grace, and it's over. And it was kind of a far one. He had to get it wasn't typically like right at the base.
I said that actually.
Yeah. It was right in the middle, so he had to get some aerial, and he planted him right in the middle for the 1, 2, 3, and Balor is your winner.
Which is expected and pointless.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to bring up these people, like after a while, like the mystique and all of that stuff behind their cool entrances and all that, it's the same thing with Nakamura too. Like I personally feel that he's in dangerous territories because his debut I thought was kind of underwhelming.
On SmackDown.
Yeah, on SmackDown. I'm just kind of just talking random. I'm fresh out of the Backlash thing.
No, I was asking like debut of match or debut.
Yeah, the debut match with Ziggler.
You thought that was bland, or you thought the debut?
I thought his performance was underwhelming. I didn't think that it was. I
disagree there. But
I don't think so.
I thought it was a great match at Backlash. I thought the debut on SmackDown was underwhelming, and I would have got that, but I disagree with the match. I thought it was good.
All right, and then we had.
So the problem with Raw, before we continue, the problem with Raw lately is that every match is predictable. Like, I pretty much know
squash
every time a match came up, I knew what the result was going to be. Like, it's getting bad. Like, they have so much talent that they want to get on TV that, like you just said, they become very quick matches and very predictable matches. And some just don't make sense, like the Balor and Anderson match. There's really no rhyme or reason why that was set up. Honestly, the only match, and we'll get into it later, the only match that was like set up on the show other than the main event was Kalisto and Apollo Crews. Everything else was just kind of thrown together. Yeah, we'll get to that one later, but everything else was kind of thrown together. But moving on, we have I'll just go with it.
We should just move right on, but we'll just
the grudge match.
We'll mention this little speed bump. So we have Alicia Fox and Sasha. Again, another quick match. Sasha gets the double knees in the corner on Alicia for the win.
Which is a signature move, not a finisher.
Yeah, not...
She does that. They did it through all of NXT, did it all the way through WWE Run. Never finished anyone. Never even tried to pin after that, really.
Well, she finished Emma. She did. She finished Emma.
Yeah, but, well, now apparently it's the strongest knees in the business. Like... Now it's just finishing. Now it's just finishing women off, but yeah.
Like, what the hell are you doing, Sasha, dude? Like,
hopefully this is it. Like, now they're moving on.
She gives you all these gems with Charlotte, and then now you're just making her do this crappy, like, 1-minute match feuds with Alicia Fox. Like,
I forgot at the end of this, Alicia Fox attacked Sasha, so maybe this isn't over. Maybe this is a nice
it'll accumulate at some
pre-show,
like,
baby.
Yeah, some
kickoff show.
Maybe like a no DQ, like
it's kickoff show written all over it. I'm just telling you now. Get ready.
Then this was actually my favorite part. So then we had a Shattered Dreams production.
He's back.
Oh my god, like this was just like a breath of fresh air. It's like I missed this dude. Like I hated like the pussy whips, like Goldust.
Yeah,
like,
I did too.
Like dude, just separate these motherfuckers and cause the Shattered Dreams thing is freaking sweet. It's iconic. We're pushing 30, so people in our ages, we all know Goldust. We know the
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, by the way.
And so basically, he's talking about how Gold stays forever. He's touching himself a lot. He's caressing himself a lot. He's doing a lot of this.
When he thinks about you, he touches himself.
When he thinks about himself, he touches himself. Oh. Says that everything that is gold stays forever, and now he can start.
I forgot. That line reminded me of Smash Mouth All Star. When he said it.
Oh dear.
It really did.
We really are dating ourselves now.
It really did. I'm just like
we knew that song before Shrek. So to all you youngins out there,
Shrek was Don't Stop. It was the Believing song, not Don't Stop Believing. That's true.
Wasn't the All Star song on Shrek too?
No, it was the Believing song. Anyway, why are we talking about Shrek? This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
That one was right off the
ever done. Okay, we're going back to Goldust.
So basically, he says everything that is gold, it doesn't rust, it doesn't go away, it stays hard forever, just like I do. And then
I hope not. Right
he says that now with our truth out of the way, he can start and stop his Shattered production whenever he wants now, and then does the 180 turn away from the camera. Like
actually, that might be a kickoff show now that I think about it. Or they do both.
So I thought it was good. Goldust as a heel, it's getting older, but it's always good. I'm intrigued as to what could happen. I hope that Goldust gets rid of R-Truth, just kind of lays waste to him. Then R-Truth falls into the background. And I hope that they do something with Goldust.
Hey, the way WWE works, R-Truth might get a WWE title shot soon.
Yeah, true. Goldust could be your new WWE Universal Champion. Goldust beating Brock Lesnar. Write it on your mouth.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I can't. Alright, so now we go to...
I want Goldust versus Tozawa and versus that.
Like, literally, I just feel like this whole card was just a straight piss match. Like, it was...
I'm just trying to find entertainment.
Yeah, this is one... the fact that we've been able to entertain you for 22 minutes, we've given you way more content than Raw did in 3 hours. So you're welcome.
I had more fun watching flag football for 50 minutes before Raw than I did watching all of Raw.
So we had Kalisto and Apollo Crews. Apparently, Kalisto accused Apollo. You want to?
Yeah, you weren't really paying attention.
This was an actual piss break.
I think you actually went to that. Basically, backstage, Kalisto accused Apollo Crews of fighting Titus's battles and attacking Enzo out back, which we talked about earlier. Apollo basically took that to offense, saying, "No, why? You know me, I wouldn't do that." And then Titus came over like, "I know what's going on here. Kalisto wants to be the first foreign person of the Titus brand," or whatever the fuck he said. And Kalisto's like, "I don't want any part of that shit," basically, in my words. And Titus like, "You're gonna regret that. You're facing Apollo Crews." And then the match happened later that night, and here we are.
Yeah, and here we are. And all right, so.
You're welcome for the lead-in.
General logic would say that Apollo Crews would get the win. Not so fast. Kalisto dominated this match.
Done.
Apollo literally got almost no offense in. The match ends with Kalisto getting the Selena Del Sol, running out of the ring, and Titus pretty much just scolding Apollo Crews like a child.
Bad Apollo.
Bad boy. Bad. What are you doing?
Bad
and it's
Apollo.
just like... So, logic would lead it to believe that Titus will probably end up dumping Apollo, or maybe like doing the feud. But like, why would if you're doing this brand new program, like Kalisto's not doing shit. Like, why the fuck do you have to give him a victory over Apollo Crews?
It is a weird finish.
It's stupid. At the very least, you could have had Titus come in, attack Apollo, just be like, "Oh shit, like you're about to lose. Like, fuck it, I'll save you right now." And then Kalisto could get the win by DQ, but you're just going to let fucking Kalisto win clean over Apollo? Like, that's going to do great things for his reputation.
It was weird.
I mean, like, you can't go less than crickets, but he's about to reach that. He's about to reach, like, just like that coffin silence pretty soon. Then we had another goddamn singles match between...
At least this one had some sort of meaning behind it.
Yeah, this one had a stipulation, and I'm glad that the stipulation was not what I thought. So it was Matt Hardy versus Sheamus, and the winner would get to decide what the stipulation would be for Extreme Rules. This was a pretty good back and forth match. Sheamus got in some offense. Matt Hardy gets some offense. Cesaro tries to get involved. Jeff Hardy strays him away. Sheamus is distracted. Matt Hardy bounces in for the twist of fate. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Matt Hardy wins. They come down the ramp and they announce that they are going to lock them up and beat them down in a steel cage match. And wow, this is a breath of fresh air. Have not seen a steel cage match.
Actually, it has been a while.
It's been a long time.
At least it feels that way.
I mean, like, the only notable thing would be, I mean, they had one in NXT recently, but
yeah,
for WWE wise, I mean, like, Hell in a Cell is pretty much where it's been.
I don't remember the last actual steel cage match.
Maybe it was honestly, it's probably like the Dean Ambrose mock one.
That's true. The Asylum match.
Yeah.
But I missed the steel cage matches where pinfalls weren't allowed. And it was escape only. I would love to see an escape only steel cage match because that's what it used to be. Like, and without the door too. Climb over the top, get to the floor. I want to see that steel cage match. Fuck the pinfalls because that's just pointless. They could just not use the cage and then that's it. I hate that.
And I'm fully expecting a Swanton Bomb off the top of the steel cage.
That crazy motherfucker.
I hope that happens.
And I fully expect Sheamus and Cesaro winning this match.
Yep. So ideally, I would like to get the Swanton Bomb from Jeff, and I would like to get Cesaro and Sheamus win, and then Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy just kind of go their way. Make Matt broken. Now there's even rumors that the broken thing might not even happen. It's like
that would be dumb.
It is dumb. Well, what he's doing is dumb. He's doing the Hardy, he's doing the pose, and he's doing the delete. So he's just like a mixture of everything, but he's not anything.
He's a blender.
It's crazy. It's weird. And then they had these terrible shirts today. They were a hot mess tonight.
Anyway,
next up we had Tony Nese versus Austin Aries.
And quickly before you go into this match, just to set it up. It was announced earlier that it is going to be Aries and Neville at Extreme Rules, which we know, but it is going to be a submission match. And now you can go. You're welcome for the setup.
Oh, why thank you, Baylor.
You're welcome.
So Tony Nese and Aries with Neville on the side. Nese got in early offense. Aries was distracted by Neville for a bulk of the match. Aries got in a guillotine headlock on Nese. Nese tried to bounce out of it. He ended up getting face planted onto the ground and ended up turning into a last chancery, and he is forced to tap. So Aries is walking down the ramp and he's staring down Neville, and Neville, for whatever reason, he's like, oh, well, you're too far away, so I'm just gonna tool on Nese. So he puts the rings of Saturn on Nese, and then Aries is just sitting and he's like, hey, good job, man. Oh,
you did it.
Yeah, I already killed him, but, good job. Like, you're so tough.
It was just anything you can do, I can do better type thing.
What?
Oh, you got a submission? I got a submission. It was basically building the submissions for their submission match, and poor Tony Nese was the victim.
Yeah, he was fed to the lions.
Yeah. But that's really all that happened in that match, was just to show off the submissions for both, so fans remembered, oh, these guys got submission moves. And it goes into their submission match.
Next up, we had Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, she is Campbell's. She is good.
Oh, I love her.
So this actually was not a good match. It was very sloppy.
Yeah, it was sloppy.
It was sloppy. It was slow. It looked like there were some botches. There were some missed spots, and then it just kind of looked
match of the week on Thursday is going to be Raw. it's just literally going to be the show.
The whole goddamn show. All 3 hours
of the week. Raw.
Delete.
Delete. That's what I'm going to do to my DVR.
Just delete it. Just play like W2K17 and just air like a fantasy Raw. So it got sloppy. Kind of looked like the ref just told them to wrap it up. Alexa Bliss comes out with a powerful forearm out of nowhere. Hits an even more random and sloppy DDT on Mickie James.
Well, DDT's your finisher.
Yeah, true, but this one was not.
It wasn't a well executed one.
No, it looked painful. It looked well. It looked painful.
Legitimately.
It looked real life painful. It wasn't a good spot. It just looked real life, like she literally just drove her neck right into the ring. So she gets the sloppy win at the end of the match. I believe she attacked Mickie with a kendo stick again, right?
Yeah, and then Bailey came
that was pretty much just like the save. It was like crappy match, and it was just like, oh well, cheap kendo stick applause. Like I'm just gonna beat the crap out of her for a little bit,
and then Bailey came out and was like, nope, I'm leaving, and that was it.
So yeah, curious to see where this goes. Bailey and Alexa Bliss in a kendo stick match.
Kendo stick on a pole match.
We shall see. I wish I was that kendo stick on the pole, and they were just fighting over my kendo stick on the pole. And Alexa, I would just literally just hop right off it and just face one right on Alexa. All right, and next, the cherry on the shit Sunday, we had Bray and Joe versus Rollins and Reigns. And before this even starts, so Bray comes out. And then soon as Bray comes out, boom, Seth Rollins' music hits. Why does Seth Rollins' music hits? Wasn't even just like a blip. It was like he got to like the first like change of the riff of the Seth Rollins thing, and then it just immediately commentators didn't really pay much attention to it. They kind of deployed your attention away from that. And then,
the music fuck up. Oh my lord.
And then Samoa Joe comes out, and so
nobody on Twitter like caught it. Like it wasn't like just a video came up and they're like, oh no. It was the music for like a good 5 to 10 seconds. And everyone's like, yeah, and it's like dun dun dun.
Bowser.
Yeah. And it's like, wait. He caught it. I didn't catch it the first time. He goes, did you hear that? And I'm like, no. And I rewound the DVR to watch and I'm like, wow, what the fuck?
And now Bray's like, special guest.
I went on Twitter, I'm like, oh, people had to have seen that, and nothing. I was like, really, guys, nobody?
People ended up seeing it at the end of the. I started seeing it on Twitter at the end of that match, but yeah, very notable fuck up. And so, what did this happen? Did this end in like a DQ or something? I don't even remember.
Nope. It was Bray Wyatt hit Reigns with Sister Abigail on the outside, and Samoa Joe hit the submission.
Oh yeah, and then Samoa Joe knocked Rollins out with the cookie in a clutch.
And every time, like I was saying it too live, every time Rollins falls down with that submission, I get nervous. Every time it looks like his knee's just about to buckle, and I'm like, please just stop doing that move to him. He's gonna be out for another 2 months.
So the heels get some steam going forward, but the show doesn't end there. It cuts quickly back to Angle watching the match, watching the screen. Balor shows up.
Baylor.
He says that, next week, I want to get in on the fun too. Like, you need to give me a match. I want to go one-on-one with one of these guys. And Angle goes, you know what? You're not going to get one. You're going to get two. So
it will be Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. Hey, Angle, it's Balor. Balor.
Like, you think after all the time he's been GM, and Finn Balor has been there for quite a bit, and even in the promos has said Balor Club. You would think it would have just... I mean, I'm sure it was just like a Freudian slip and it just came out. But right off that, I'm like, yep, that's how Raw's gone. That's about right.
Yep, you're going to cut to an extra segment where just another botch.
Yep, Finn Balor.
It's perfect. So good.
But, I mean, good matches set up for next week.
You didn't actually announce it, though.
I was about to.
That's my drum roll. I can't roll my drum.
It's like such a big build-up for really something they know. Anyway, they announced Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt versus Samoa Joe. And then Angle was basically saying, you know what? Not enough. Rollins versus Roman Reigns as well. So you're getting all 5 guys involved. And I believe that is the go-home show for Extreme Rules. So You're getting all 5 guys involved with each other going into Extreme Rules. So good matches. It won't be hard to beat this one.
Yep. So if you couldn't tell by our total shoot of enthusiasm, this was a fuckfest. So I posted about halfway through the show. I was like, if anybody gives this show better than a 4, they're literally on crack. You need to put that bottle down. You need to put the needle down, and you just need to relax and actually look at what you're looking at, because this was fucked. Usually, I usually try to find the good in the shows. I never usually get down to like the terrible numbers and ratings, but I'm going there for this one. So this one would be a 3. And like I said, no wrestling show could ever be a 1. So that number's almost excluded. So I gave it the second worst rating that I personally think that you could give a show. Just crap, dude. Like, nothing really exciting. My favorite part was watching Goldust do a 2-minute promo. Of all of the fucking stars you have on Raw, I'm entertained by a nostalgic 15-year-old promo.
I honestly think you're being too nice. I gave it a 2, maybe a 2.5 if I want to be generous. Really, I liked the Finn Balor Heyman exchange, and I liked parts of the main event, and that was it. I mean, I did enjoy the Goldust thing. I wasn't as entertained as you were, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, there was just nothing to sink my teeth into. And normally I'm with you. You can't give it a 1 because in a 3-hour show, there's going to be something. There always is going to be something that you like, oh, that wasn't bad. I normally, at worst, give shows like a 4. Like 3, I'm really reaching that. Like, I'm really saying it's bad. I'm going below that because that's what the show deserves. It was just bad from start to finish. Overall, just not good. And yeah, I did not want to watch it, but for you guys, I did. So appreciate the sacrifice that we made watching the show.
I was sober as a joke, and I was almost passed the fuck out by like 9.
If it weren't for Words with Friends, you might have been.
Yeah, literally just Words with Friending it all day. All right,
honestly, we were playing Words with Friends with each other during Raw. That's how this went. Like, whew.
It was a stinker. Obviously, tomorrow we will be back for SmackDown review. Let's see what the fuck happens with Jinder. Rumors are he might be stripped tomorrow, so possible teaser. We shall see.
Comment on what you thought of this joke.
For sure. Be sure to like our videos. Be sure to subscribe into the exposed turnbuckle lifestyle. And until next time,
#GetExposed.
And until next time, you crazy kids. See you.